𝊪𓄿𝃀📴📴. 𝊪𓄿𓃀𓋴. 𝊪𝑗𝑛𝑂 sen meret nefer duo a kanti en beta 𝊪𝑓neketu erek mi 𝊪𝑛eked. There, I think you should be able to understand me now. Mortal, my apologies. I actually forgot that often happens. Well, at least you're able to understand me now. And I bear terrible news. So, the gods have noticed you traveling through time and appearing in our current world. And I do not think they like that. Yes, it is true. I have been in contact with the gods of Egypt. I had no choice but tell them the truth. But then I actually found out that they already knew what was happening. It appears that you are not the first to be traveling through time in here. I have been told that many mortals like you have wished to travel to see Egypt. Well, unfortunately, the gods are not pleased with that, so as for you, you will have to be imprisoned in here. Thankfully, I will be your guard to make sure that you are in here until the gods arrive and question you. Do not be afraid, my mortal friend. I guarantee that the gods will not do anything harm to you, as long as you do not wish any harm to them. They would only want what's best for everyone, for the people of Egypt, and even for random or unknown entities of this land. And I explained my best that you do not wish to bring any harm to the gods, people, and land of Egypt. Indeed, you have my word, my mortal friend. Yes, so allow me to explain how it happened. So the moment you left back to your current time and world, has suddenly changed. The gods have summoned me to their chambers. And I explained that I had no choice but to be honest of everything. And they already knew what was happening. And they told me if I do ever encounter you again, I must imprison you here in this stone chamber. But do not be alarmed. It's not like you'll be here for 1,000 years or more. Probably just 100 years or less. Oh wait, I absolutely forgot that mortals cannot live beyond an certain amount of time. Yes. Oh well. We shall see how the gods would decide your fate. Once we meet the gods, just try your best to calm down and explain everything honestly. And please, do not lie. They can tell when a mortal being is lying to them, and that could bring severe consequences. You do not want to face unforeseen consequences, wouldn't you? Very good. That is all I ask, is just you to comply with me, as we, not sure how long, but perhaps soon enough, that you shall meet them. It is quite questionable for a mortal being to have such interesting powers. The powers to travel through time. But I do have a question, my mortal friend. Are you able to control time itself? You as the bearer, and from your own body? Or was it because of your machine you speak of? This, I think I recall this device you mentioned back then, and this is the so-called the TARDIS you speak of. It appears that you are not the first. Many have traveled this world according to the gods themselves. That is fascinating and quite odd at the same time, that you mention that you have no idea of other people or mortals that are able to use this same device that you are using. Well, either way, I think we shall find out soon. for now, I just wanted to ask you, since you are now imprisoned here in this chamber, and do not worry, I'll make sure that this chamber will be comfortable enough for you. I'll make sure it's warm and able to provide you some rest. And yes, I will also give you some water and bread. And would you like some wine, my mortal friend? Just water. Alright then. Consider yourself lucky. Not many mortals, or I couldn't even recall the last mortal that ever set foot on this place. I think the last mortal that was in this place was a pharaoh. Unfortunately, he did not reign that long, but he was blessed by the gods with great rewards and treasures. Many pharaohs were cruel, many pharaohs were not. But that is not for me to judge. It is up to Anubis to decide their fate. And speaking of Anubis, if you do ever die here, Anubis will guide you to the afterlife of our world. I think you have heard of this before, but when the mortal passes away, Anubis shall appear beside you and guide you to the next world. But before you could even set foot either on the underworld or do what? Field of Reeds, Anubis will take heart from your own physical body and use his scales to determine if your life has been good. From what I can see from you, you are a very good person, and I do not see any evil from you. So you have nothing to worry about. You are a good person. So just be not afraid. And maybe for now, just relax and rest in this warm chamber for tonight. I am quite excited for you to meet the gods themselves. It will be very terrifying at first, but it is nothing to be afraid of. But as long as you show any respect and courtesy, I think you'll be fine. And of course, don't forget to explain reason why you've traveled here through time. Well, that is for the gods to decide. My only wish is that they would spare you and allow you to go back in your current time. My only concern is that this could be the last time that you and I will ever talk. So, perhaps I shall cherish this moment with you, since it has been a long while, perhaps a millennia. That I haven't had a conversation like this with a mortal. And yes, every mortal that I encounter back then ends up going to the hands of Anubis. I only pray that they were a good man or a good woman, that they'll get the chance to go to Duat. But, like I said, not for me to decide. Also, mortal, if it would be okay, there is just one request that I would love to do before you rest or anything else might happen. Can I just get close to you, because I've always been fascinated by the way you look, your appearance, your language, and everything else you know, because this could be the last time that you and I might ever talk. Oh, I am grateful. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this, perhaps one last time. Thank you, my mortal friend. Very fascinating. It feels wonderful. Your face, very warm. And your hair, fur, and your ears. It's been a while that I've forgotten that mortals had this kind of appearance. Amazing. Very fascinating. Just like that. The structure of your nose, the side of your face, oh, my apologies. I have forgotten that I'm completely made of metal. Mostly bronze and gold and copper. allow me to help you calm down. I've been noticing that you have been very, very tense. And, like I said, do not be afraid. And once we meet the gods, I'll be there by your side. If given a chance. But if we do ever have to split up, and the gods only wish to see you, just remember to stay calm. Try to stay calm. Deep breaths. Just deep breaths. Just like that. And remember to explain or just answer every question that they provide to you. And be honest. Always be honest. They can tell when someone is lying. But for now, that is all I have to say, unless you have other questions you have in mind. There, just calm down. That's it. Look at you. You look very peaceful, as if you are about to enter the afterlife. I assume that you already know most of the gods. Ra, of course. Osiris, Bastet, Khonshu. And of course I do not wish to speak that name. Yes, I've always been curious too on what exists beyond the world of Egypt. Please, do tell me, according to your travels. I do not know. I don't think that an empire has existed yet. Same with that one. Athens, Sparta. No, I do not know. The only knowledge I have is what only within this world of Egypt. Very interesting facial structure. mean, you do appear, how do I say, soft, very soft. Maybe all mortals are soft. My mortal friend, it appears that you are very, very tired. Do you wish me to leave you be? Well, I do advise that you should rest before we meet the gods. Do not worry. If there's anything, and if anyone wishes to come here and harm you, I will stop them for you. Alright, so you are safe. No other entities and creatures will come for you. You shall be blessed. Protection of Ra. And of course, me as your sole guardian of this place. So, you're safe. And now you should rest. Rest for me. Rest